Hey guys, so it's time for another month of homeschool favorites, and if you are like me, then you're spending the month of July knee-deep in school planning for next year, making those last-minute curriculum purchases, and I know in my case, my school budget is shrinking as I buy more and more and more. So I thought that today it would be fun to share with you a bunch of free resources that I found over the last month. Now, of course, there's so much out there on the internet. So these are just a few things that pertain to my homeschool. If you're interested in joining along with Homeschool Favorites, all of the information for that is below as well. So I am going to start with, well, one of my favorite resources is Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus. Now, I heard about this a couple years ago through a farmhouse full and started printing my school planner through their through her website, and it's completely free. There's a ton of free printables. There's a few that, you know, are 99 cents or $1.99, but it's easy to navigate around that website. So here are some examples of what I've printed. This is going to be my my school planning agenda notebook, the cover for my notebook this year. It says, if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. So hopefully that'll be a little bit of my motto this year. And all of this, there are just 8 pages, I think, of printables on there. And I'm going to show you my planning journal probably 2 weeks from now. So this is just a peek at some of the things that will be in there. This in particular, this planning page is one of my favorites. It's the months of July through the following June, 2016 to 2017. And you highlight or circle according to when you will and won't be doing school. You can mark down how many days and how many weeks you plan on doing. And then down here there's an area there's a key with symbols for different things like the first day of school, the last day of school, holidays, school's closed, and all that. But the goal and achieved is one of my favorite parts. So you can list the total number of days that you have highlighted as potential school days, and at the end of the year you can do that. Now this is really helpful because I can just highlight and keep track on this page and just stick this in my children's portfolio at the end of the school year, and this counts for us as marking down all the days that we did school for the year, like an attendance log, because our state doesn't require an exact attendance log. I do really like this field trip tracking guide that's on there. And there's just so much, so I don't want to spoil it. There's a ton more coming up on my notebook video. And then next I have these. These are all the Books of the Bible flashcards. Now I printed them and laminated them. I'm going to cut them out and use them as flashcards. My kids will be memorizing the books of the Bible in order this year. The last page has this law, history, poetry, prophecy, gospels, and letters. And on the website where you can print these books of the Bible flashcards, there's some game ideas for some memory games, and they use these. These are like playing cards as well. I found this monthly meal planner, and this is going to be going in my school year planner just because it's going to be kind of like a household management planner this year. I'm going to pull in some more household and like chore resources into my planner instead of just school to kind of keep myself on track. So this monthly meal planner, it's pretty standard, so I don't feel like it's seasonal, so I'm just going to use the same page for each month of the year. But I liked how and I specifically searched this one out. I really liked how it has multiple lines, so I can write breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack or on the lines here, and then it's customizable. You just write in the month and the days that month. So I really liked this. Now, I have that binding machine that I showed you last month, and so I use this to create our own Book of Centuries, the Charlotte Mason style Book of Centuries. But instead of using the one available on her website, I went to, and this is at the suggestion of a couple of my friends, Half 100 Acre Woods, and I will list below or link below the exact one that I used. It's like a compact timeline. Now she uses this for CC, but I'm going to be using this as a book of centuries for the Charlotte Mason method of homeschooling. So I bound it. It goes in, I think, 1,000 year increments starting at 4,000 BC, and then it gets to be 500 year increments. Where does that start? Okay, around 1000 BC, and then 50 year increments. 100 year. Yeah, 100 year increments starting at 1 AD, all the way through is it 50 or 10? 16, 17. Okay, at 1800 it goes by 10 year increments all the way through to 2000 and 2010, but then there's lines to go through 2015, and you can just add on as needed. But so that is going to be a great resource for the next school year. And then also I found some hymns. We're going to do a hymn study this year. I found all of these free printables online, all the sheet music for tons of hymns. They must have had hundreds on there. So I just printed out the ones that we're going to be studying this year so that I didn't have too many to go through, and then I can just add more. If my kids are able to memorize these, I'll just add more as they memorize them. So this I have all the way through to some Christmas music at the end. A couple other things that I didn't have to show you because I haven't printed it yet or I can't find it at the moment or because it doesn't print at all, the Mozart for Meditation. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can stream that music for free. And if you're familiar with the Charlotte Mason method, she recommends playing Sonia Schaefer recommends playing classical music for your kids. And instead of purchasing the CD, I've just been streaming that for the last few days to get a feel for it. It's very calming music, so it's going to go really well with our homeschool. And like I said, I'll link that below. Also, I'm going to link below the Charlotte Mason free resources within the Charlotte Mason bookstore online, simplycharlottemason.com. There is a free section with tons of printables and resources. And I thought I had brought, oh I did, okay. One of the things that I just adored were these narration bookmarks. So this kind of helps the parent or whoever's reading the story ask the questions for narration and dictation. And I laminated these. It comes horizontal or vertical, but I really like this because I could read it better. Questions such as, what did I read? Tell me the story back in your words. Tell me what you understood. Do you agree with blank? Explain how. Tell how you might have done things differently as a character. Compare how people did things back in those days to how we do them today. So this is going to be helpful for me when we're reading stories, instead of me just saying, what do you think? Or what did you hear? To ask some specific questions. And there's tons of questions. All three of these are the same, but this way I can keep one in our history book, one in our read aloud, and I don't know, have one in case I lose it. I'm not sure what my plan is with that yet. And then also my personal weekly planning checklist that I use on a regular basis in our homeschool. I'm going to link that below as well. I put it on my blog as a free printable, and it's very helpful. It's just designed to be, now mine, here's my notebook from last year, or a piece from it from last year. So what I have is a weekly lesson planner, week of, and then you can put the date there. And then I left these blank for you to fill in on your own, but basically each block is a section for you to, per subject for the week, fill in everything you'd like for your student to complete that week, and then you can just check it off as it's done. I prefer this over planning daily activities. So for example, this week my daughter needed to do lessons 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and quiz 7 in math. So if she was having a good math day, she could go ahead and complete all 3. Now instead of saying, oh, she did all the way up to Wednesday's work, she just checked them off, and she knew that by the time she finished all of these, that she had finished that week's worth of work. But instead of planning to the day, I just felt like that left room for error and left room for some extra motivation if they were feeling a little extra motivated that day. So I hope that some of these free resources are helpful for you. If you have other free resources that you just love, link that or comment those below. If you're interested in linking up with your blog or your YouTube channel, it doesn't need to be free resources. That's just what I've chosen to do this month. So I don't self-promote often, but I will say that you should come back on June 22nd, next Friday. I'm going to be hosting a huge giveaway from a really great company. It's a curriculum that's worth about $100 that they are looking to put in someone's hands, and so I'm honored to be hosting a giveaway for them. And I am very excited to do that review and giveaway. So I look forward to seeing some of your favorites this month. I always watch every video that's linked. I read every blog, so I encourage you to do the same, even if you're not linking up with me, to go and look below and read through some of those other, to look at some of the other videos and read through some of the other blogs. There are a ton of resources out there beyond just what I know to share. Like I said, these are just what pertain to my homeschool, but everybody has such a unique thing to offer, a unique perspective each month, and so I really love, and my Amazon list has grown quite a bit since some of you have linked some amazing things. So I look forward to this every single month. Thank you for sharing, thanks for sticking along with me, and I hope that some of this helps you guys. Bye.